Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today, we're digging into something that touches pretty much everyone moving money across borders. It's the global foreign exchange service market. And honestly, it's undergoing this, well, almost silent revolution.
Yeah.
It affects global businesses, sure, but also families sending money home. The growth here is, well, it's kind of staggering when you look at the numbers. Get this. Back in 2021, revenue was around $7.06 billion. Okay, but the projections. It's set to hit $9.75 billion by 2025. And then, wait for it, $18.59 billion by 2033.
Wow, that's more than double in less than a decade.
Exactly. It's a compound annual growth rate of 8.4%. So really strong, consistent growth.
And what's behind that surge?
It's everything, really. Everyday stuff like your holidays, online shopping, those crucial remittances people send home, and these new digital trading platforms popping up.
Yeah, and it's interesting because this huge growth really highlights, the evolving need. People need currency exchange that's smooth, yes, but also really secure and, importantly, competitive on price. In this interconnected world we live in, it's not just about if you can move money, but how efficiently, how transparently, how confidently you can do it.
That efficiency point seems key. And you really see it playing out in North America. It's still the dominant region.
Oh, absolutely.
Expected to generate $7.63 billion by 2033. The U.S. is way out front, nearly $6 billion of that. But Canada and Mexico aren't small players either. They're looking at like $887 million and $765 million respectively. Adds up to over $1.6 billion just from them.
And that North American dominance, well, it ties directly back to the sheer volume of cross-border financial flows, plus the really rapid uptake of fintech solutions for FX. Think about those challenger banks, the Wises or Revoluts of the world. They're kind of disrupting the old ways with clear pricing, real-time rates. It makes things cheaper, more accessible. That's a huge deal for millions of people.
Right. But it's not just a North American story. Let's hop across the Atlantic. Europe's got its own strong growth path. It's on track for, over $4.6 billion by 2033.
That's right.
Germany's looking at about $1.14 billion, and the UK around $884 million. So significant markets there, too.
Yeah, and in Europe, the drivers are maybe a bit different. You've got the boom in online trading platforms, lots of international investment flowing within the Eurozone, and also just a very mobile workforce, people moving for jobs, needing to convert currencies constantly, hopefully fewer people stuck doing maths at airport exchange kiosks.
Definitely. Okay, but let's shift again because Asia-Pacific is, it's really emerging as a huge growth zone, forecasted to hit $4 billion by 2033.
It's a major player.
China's leading there, $1.43 billion, but Japan's strong too at $752 million, and India at $450 million.
And the dynamics in Asia-Pacific are just fascinating. You've got booming tourism, cross-border e-commerce exploding, letting even small businesses sell globally, and just this incredibly fast digitization of the population. People are embracing fintech. And look at Taiwan projected KGR of 10.5%. That's incredibly fast, one of the highest globally. India is not far behind at 9.7%. This region is really sort of leapfrogging in some ways.
But the fastest growing region overall, that title goes to Africa.
Yeah, remarkable growth there.
Expected to more than triple. It was $162 million in 2021, projected to hit $535 million by 2033. That's an 11.1% CAGR.
Incredible.
South Africa and Nigeria are leading that charge, $261 million and $223 million expected, respectively.
And in Africa, that growth is really tied to a few key things. Mobile phone penetration is huge. It makes these services accessible even where traditional banking might be limited. Then there are remittances from the diaspora, which are absolutely vital for so many families. And, currency volatility is often a factor.
Right.
So reliable FX services, maybe with fixed rates, become incredibly important when your local currency value can swing unpredictably. People need that stability.
Makes sense. And quickly, the Middle East, also seeing strong growth.
Definitely significant. It's projected to basically double by 2033, reaching about $900 million. The UAE and Saudi Arabia are the big players there.
Okay.
And that's driven by strong travel, lots of foreign investment coming in, and again, those growing partnerships with fintech providers making services better and cheaper.
So we've seen these huge numbers, growth across the globe. What does it all mean for the future of this industry? Where's it all heading?
Well, that's the exciting part, isn't it? We're seeing constant innovation. AI, for instance, it's not just hype. It's being used in trading platforms to predict currency movements, help businesses manage risk better.
Silly.
Then you have blockchain. Not just crypto, but the underlying tech. It's enabling near-instant cross-border payments, often cutting out the middlemen, which means lower fees, faster transfers. And digital wallets, they're just integrating FX more and more seamlessly. It's becoming part of your everyday money management.
So it sounds like the whole process is just becoming faster, clearer, maybe almost invisible sometimes.
Exactly. That's what people want, right? Consumers, businesses, everyone's demanding transparency, efficiency, lower costs. And that demand is what's pushing this evolution so quickly. The future is definitely digital, it's real time, and it's absolutely centered around the customer.
It's really something. The sheer scale of this growth and how digital it's all becoming, it's profound.
It is. And, this relentless push for faster, cheaper, smoother money movement across borders, it's more than just a financial trend. It's actually reshaping how we connect, how societies interact globally. It really makes you think, doesn't it? How will this change your own cross-border interactions, maybe even sooner than you expect?
Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today we're diving deep into the world of foreign exchange services. It's changing incredibly fast. I mean, think about it. This sector really sits right at that intersection of global finance, digital transformation, and, well, your real-time need to move money across borders. So let's try and unpack this a bit for you.
Okay, to kick us off, what's really, fueling this dynamic market?
Well, first, it's undeniably the globalization of business and travel. It's huge. We're just seeing this massive surge in international trade, cross-border tourism. So multinational corporations, they constantly need to manage multi-currency transactions. And if you're traveling, you need convenient ways to handle different currencies right, whether it's at the airport or just booking things online. Plus, businesses use these services all the time to manage currency risks, hedge against unexpected shifts.
Yeah, and what's truly fascinating here is how quickly this market isn't just reacting, but it's adapting to how you live and operate globally. It's not just why people need these services anymore. It's how they're accessing them that's fundamentally changing, which, leads us straight to that second big driver, the digital transformation of banking. It's been total. Fintech innovations, especially those amazing mobile apps, they now give you instant access, real-time exchange rates, super competitive transfer options. It's really shifted things from those kind of clunky physical counters right into the palm of your hand, often just a few taps.
That's a huge point, a really huge shift. And the third major driver, the one that kind of keeps everyone on their toes, is currency market volatility. Those daily rate fluctuations, they can be caused by almost anything, macroeconomic shifts, geopolitical events, and that really cranks up the interest in forex trading and hedging. We're talking about everyone from large importers and exporters protecting their profits all the way down to maybe retail investors like you looking to manage exposure or maybe capitalize on short-term opportunities.
Right. But with all this rapid innovation and demand, you might wonder, okay, what's holding back even faster growth? And this raises, I think, an important question. What are the real roadblocks here? Well, the industry faces some pretty significant challenges. The first big one is the burden of regulatory and compliance stuff. Forex providers have to stick to strict anti-money laundering AML and know your customer KYC protocols. Basically, rules to stop illegal money transfers and just confirm who you are. And they differ wildly across regions. They're really expensive to implement. And honestly, they can deter new players from even trying to get into the market.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
And on the flip side of those challenges, cybersecurity must be a massive threat, right, given the money involved?
Oh, it absolutely is. The foreign exchange platforms, they're prime targets.
Yeah.
Just because of the sheer volume and value of transactions flowing through them, a single data breach, that can severely damage consumer trust, which means heavy, continuous investment in robust security infrastructure isn't just an option, it's non-negotiable.
And beyond the digital threats, there are also very real sort of physical constraints too, aren't there, like liquidity?
Exactly. Liquidity and operational constraints are a constant hurdle. I mean, maintaining diverse currency reserves requires significant capital. That's tough, especially for smaller or newer players trying to compete. And when market shocks hit, and they do, they can disrupt cash flow, mess with pricing, restrict scalability. It just makes it tough to expand or even operate smoothly when things get volatile.
Okay, so we've covered the drivers, the hurdles. Now, here's where it gets really interesting for your future transactions. Let's talk about the exciting trends reshaping this entire market. First up, the integration of blockchain and cryptocurrency technologies. Think about it. Distributed ledger systems, these sort of super secure shared databases, they're accelerating settlement times. We're talking days down to seconds. Plus improving transaction transparency, enabling seamless crypto to fiat exchanges. We're even seeing things like smart contracts being used for automated international payments. It's a real game changer.
Yeah, and if we connect this to the bigger picture, it's all about making complex financial decisions more accessible, more intelligent for you. We're seeing really powerful uses of AI and predictive analytics now. Machine learning models, they're not just buzzwords anymore. They're actively helping forecast currency movements with pretty incredible precision, and even automating trading strategies in those volatile markets. Plus, AI chatbots are stepping in, providing real-time 24/7 customer support, takes the friction out of asking questions.
Right. And finally, a huge shift you might already be experiencing yourself, the rapid rise of multi-currency digital wallets. These tools, often from neobanks, those digital-only banks and other fintech platforms, they are truly changing the game. They let you hold and switch between different currencies, all in a single account, often with incredibly low fees, instant conversions. Imagine you're an international freelancer or a digital nomad or just travel a lot. This is a massive leap in convenience. No more scrambling for local currency at the last minute. It's sort of all just there. So, okay, what does all this mean for you? Ultimately, the foreign exchange service industry is being profoundly reshaped. You've got globalization, rapid digitization, incredible innovation, all while it navigates these constant complexities of compliance, cybersecurity, and just ensuring there's enough cash flow, enough liquidity.
Yeah, this deep dive really shows us the future of money is, well, it's undeniably digital, it's data-driven, and it's increasingly borderless. So for you, the listener, maybe the question is, what does this mean for how you'll manage your finances and travel in the coming years? And maybe more interestingly, what new, perhaps surprising opportunities might it unlock for your own financial world?